In this video, we'll walk in the footsteps of Gold Rush history along the North Fork of the American River from its confluence with the Middle Fork, beneath the highest bridge in California, to a serene lake and a majestic waterfall.
Hey everybody, Eric here from Wander with Eric. Today I'm standing under the Foresthill Bridge just outside of Auburn, California. This is the tallest bridge in the state of California that you can travel across by automobile. It's right at the confluence of the North Fork and Middle Fork of the American River, right in the heart of gold country. It's been a while since I hit the trails with you guys. I'm looking forward to it. As usual, if you enjoy today's video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notified whenever I post something new. Share it with your friends. Leave a comment and tell me what you thought about it. All that stuff helps the channel keep growing. So today we're going to take this Lake Clementine Trail, or Lake Clementine Trail, which goes up this way, underneath the bridge somehow, and then back around. So I've never been on this trail before, but I've been told by people that I trust that it's really cool. So we're gonna go check it out. Without further ado, let's wander. Got a diverging pathway here, and I've checked my app, and we want to go to the left here. I tried to come down here a couple of days ago, Saturday, I believe it was, and this place was so crowded. You couldn't find parking anywhere even close to here. You would have had to hike 4 miles to get to the trailhead to hike another 4 miles. Just goes to show you what a difference it makes to come here on a Monday. There's just nobody but me out here. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning right now. Absolutely gorgeous day. No crowds at all. I parked right in front of the trailhead. This is why, whenever possible, I like to go out and film my wanderings in the weekdays. This bridge is impressive from a distance, but getting right up here underneath of it gives you a whole different sense of the scale of it. Truly impressive.
This is the Foresthill Bridge. It's the highest bridge in California and the 4th highest in the United States at a whopping 730-foot clearance from the road deck to the river below. It opened for business in 1973. Why was it necessary to build such a tall bridge here? I'm glad you asked. In the 1960s, work began on the Auburn Dam, which would have been one of the tallest dams in the country. The area here would have been flooded by a reservoir when the dam was finished, necessitating the tall bridge. Eventually, the Auburn Dam project was scrapped due to earthquake concerns, but by that time the bridge had already been built. As a result, we are able to marvel at one seriously high bridge.
According to my app, this trail is about to start going uphill in a hurry. We'll see what it has in store for us. Being out here reminds me of my dad. He would have loved it here. My dad and I went on a lot of adventures like this, not to this actual place, but up and down the Sierra Nevada range and a lot of other places too. Loved camping and outdoors and hiking. He had some injuries which made it hard for him to hike, but he still liked to get out as often as he could. I miss my dad. This looks like a great place to go fishing. But I don't have a fishing license or any of my gear with me, so some other time perhaps. Across the river there, it looks like it may have been somebody's home at one point, or some sort of a facility of something pretty old there. See brick foundations, what looks like walls, terraces where somebody flattened things out. Interesting. There's actually some old rusty metal over there too. Could have been some sort of a mining thing from back in the day. As predicted, the trail is beginning to go uphill. Some homes up there with a nice view. Now that we got beyond the bridge, I'm pushing the pace a little bit. Up here it's just your typical Sierra foothills forested area, but obviously next to a river with a giant canyon, which is pretty cool. My coffee kicked in. I'm going strong now. Oh, I can see a thing off in the distance there. You can get a better view shortly. Hear the roar of the waterfall out in the distance. Should be able to get some good views of it here before long. 0.4 miles to where we're going. Oh, looks like you can drive down in here. Well, who wants to do that? I want to walk in. Back down at the parking area, I did pay $10 to gain access to this area. There's the river way down there. You can see how far up we've come. The bridge is back that way, can't quite see it from here. And up ahead is the lake and a dam of some sort. Things are getting serious over here.
This is not the Auburn Dam, which was never completed. This is the North Fork Dam, constructed in 1939. After the gold rush, loose sediment from all the mining had a tendency to wash downstream, resulting in serious flooding. This North Fork Dam was put in place to prevent this. The reservoir above is about 3.5 miles long and only about 300 feet wide at its widest point. It provides recreation opportunities in the summertime.
That was incredible. It's the perfect time of the year to be here. Just had a series of major rain/snowstorms up in the mountains, and that river is running, and it's spilling over that dam big time. Quite impressive. That's the most impressive waterfall I've seen in quite a long time. Gotta go back up a bit to get out. Yeah, so there's car access up on this side, but I'm back at the top of this hill here, where it was 1.9 miles back to the parking area where I started from. I was taking my time, stopping to film a lot of stuff along the way, and I still got up here to the waterfall in an hour and 15 minutes or so. So I think if a person was not filming and they were pushing a fairly good pace, they could easily make it from where I parked to the waterfall in about an hour. This was a very pleasant hike, not difficult, just a little bit of elevation, but nothing too crazy. And then you dip down in over the waterfall, you climb back up out, and it's all downhill from there. So pretty easy. Well worth the hike to get those views. Spectacular views of the waterfall and the dam. The bridge, also spectacular. You don't have to go very far to see that. So even if you don't make it all the way to the dam and the waterfall, it's worth coming just to see the bridge. While this is arguably the best time of the year to come out here in the spring, when everything's nice and green and moist and there's lots of water coming off of that waterfall, just be warned that it's going to be extra crowded this time of the year. As I said, I tried to come over here a couple of days ago on the weekend and there was no parking to be found anywhere. I've actually extended my trip and come out here on a Monday instead, and no problem at all finding parking. No problem with crowds on the trail or anything. So if you can get out here during the weekdays, especially this time of year, that would probably be ideal. We found the bridge again. Alright, well that just about does it for this hike. Beautiful place. If you're ever in the area and you got some time and you want to check out a cool natural hike with some pretty amazing man-made engineering along the way, this is one to check out. It took me a little over 2 hours to do the whole thing, and I was going pretty slow and filming stuff along the way. Wouldn't take very long if you really put your mind to it. As usual, I hope you enjoyed wandering with Eric today. I hope you'll wander with me again next time. In between now and then, don't forget to keep exploring.